Yeah, since I've started the Salesforce channel, YouTube channel, I was getting some questions from you guys, like a lot of people from you are considering changing career, yeah, and you either were working in some front end, yeah, so a lot of people are coming from front end part, or a lot of people just start in Salesforce, and yeah, the question is always, would you really like it? Would you be able to, I don't know, build career here? What if you won't like it? Yeah. And yeah, that's kind of a typical question when you don't know what you're diving into. Yeah. And I will try to share with you some my overview and to, yeah, answer all these uncertainties with my video. Yeah, answer to that question, if it was switching career to Salesforce, would be yes. It's super interesting. It's so interesting, like for development, for administrating, for consultants. It's vast number of tools, of technologies, and you'll never be bored. And yeah, it's super interesting. I'm working with Salesforce now more than 5 years, and I have tried myself. So everything started from like junior till senior till technical lead, and also was product owner in between, somewhere consultancy. So really various kind of stuff. And I still find it really entertaining because all the challenges that you face every day are really various, and you're well, I am all the time really growing, like with every challenge, still learning something new, yeah, and I'm never gonna know when it's gonna end, this whole world of Salesforce. And yeah, also, as you might have noticed, the market currently is really exploding. It's in search of Salesforce developers, Salesforce specialists, so really, literally everyone who can do whatever in Salesforce, because Salesforce is growing. And here I have one nice picture, like this. This is like a screenshot from the newspaper, but it really impressed me. I saw it like a year ago. Okay, probably a little bit more. It's from 2020. And it shows like how popular Salesforce has become within the last years. Yeah, and the market is also can be explained by these growth. So as I said, I'm really getting, I don't know, plenty of messages or offers from, suggestions to start working with someone, yeah, from other companies, from other HRs, from other headhunters, yeah. And whoever would be free to change the company or start the career in Salesforce, believe me, you will find so many opportunities. And also, if you're wishing to move to Europe, or you say like to biggest parts of the world, then it would be also should be easy and possible, because a lot of companies are also supporting the people in this immigration, yeah, because when you're considered like a high-level specialist, and they can support you with visa and with all the conditions. So it's also something how I moved to Germany. I'm coming from Belarus initially, but yeah, now I'm more than 2 years live in Germany, and my company also helped me with all this processing of visa questions, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, so it also might be a good possibility to, have healthy career start in other company. Yeah, so as I said, the market is exploding, and you might have questions: how much will I earn as a Salesforce developer or admin or consultant? Here I cannot share my salary or something. I just googled some websites. Basically, you can do it yourself, but yeah, I will just show it some random websites which I trust. So, which I trust, I mean, by the results that they say. Yeah. So, for example, junior Salesforce developer salary in the United States. It would be this range, so from $76,000 till $97,000. and it looks quite realistic. Of course, you should cut the taxes. You should check the taxes then by state. I don't know really about USA taxes. They're high for sure, but yeah, so you should cut it, like, I don't know, half of or so, but still you can operate with these numbers. Then also this would be the senior Salesforce developer average salary in USA in 2022, and $130,000. It also looks realistic, really. Because, okay, so it's a range from 109,000 to 165, but that's probably already to some super architect level, but it's really should be so, And then some range for the Germany in which I'm located. For Salesforce developer, it's also, the middle will be 59K. Euro, but again, the minimum is like 45 until 75, but I can tell there would be even more if you are a good specialist. So this is, I would say, more like level of middle level developer, but senior would get more. But it's also really related from the related to the regions where you're searching the salary, because, for example, the München is really rich region, the salaries there would be higher, and also I guess Berlin, because it's super international city. But I mean, anyway, this is some really rough overview, but you can Google it yourself and just check the country to which you are aiming to get. And comparing to other technologies, I can tell that this Salesforce itself is quite rich as a company, and I mean, it's so concentrating on selling, that also brings money to the platform and to all the outsource companies. And comparing to other technologies like front-end, like Java as backend language, so like I would say that Salesforce is really offering very competitive salaries, so of course that might be not as high as some super Java developer with, I don't know, 10-15 years of experience, but it's really good, and you can have a good start in here. So when I was starting, I started from intern till junior and senior and so on, as I said. And really, if you are if you're hardworking, if you're like smart, if you have some backend of programming in general, so like education or something, then it's really realistic to gain senior position within 2 years, 3 years. So it's quicker than in other languages, I would say. So should be some things to think of. And okay, then also another question. So what if you don't know if you would like it or not? There is a great thing about Salesforce that you can always kind of shift your directions. So again, as I said before, so I tried myself even being a product owner. I tried myself in consultancy a little bit. And at the end, I feel like, okay, I'm totally technical person who needs development, and that's where I am currently, lead developer in my company, and fully happy in here. But the thing is that if you don't know what you would like, if you are probably more into technology, then you can fully go through the way till architecture, so junior developer, middle developer, senior developer, then some consultant, but like technical consultant it can be, and then till architectural role. It can be like technical architect, the highest one, on the Salesforce, this growth path. And if you are feeling like you are more blah 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 person, like you can sell everything, like you can, I don't know, you prefer more talking with people, talking with the clients, and I don't know, explaining them whatever it is, or again selling, consulting, then you can more dive into direction of Salesforce administrator, then consultant of some concrete clouds, because there are some various technologies like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Financial Cloud, B2C, B2B, whatever really you want. Yeah, you can just dive into one of the clouds, one of the directions, and yeah, grow in there. And that's where you will find yourself more in communication. Yeah, within the day, you will have mostly the meetings within your working day, and so on. Yeah. So what I mean is that you can always find a balance between technical and communicative part. It's totally free normally. So I was doing my changes within the same companies. Yeah, I was telling like, okay, I'm feeling I want to try that, or I want to try this, or I want to stay here. Okay, I'm feeling comfortable here. Yeah, this is some freedom that we have within Salesforce, because it's just so big. Like everyone is capable of doing everything. Like it's in some different video in which I was telling you that Salesforce developer is actually also an admin, a consultant, a developer, a front-end developer. Yeah, so all this together. So basically everybody knows everything, but you can concentrate more on some concrete role on your projects. And also it's also good for the training, because also you can find your direction into teaching people. And that's where you can not only come as consultant, but like a trainer, because there is always a need for customers, employees to be trained and to be explained, to be shown, like what can I do within Salesforce, and to demonstrate some features. So that's also might be interesting for those of you who feel like being a teacher, feeling like teaching people. And what the last point that I really like about Salesforce is its learning path, and let me show it to you. So here I am on the Trailhead platform. I'm logged in already, and let me show you here the certifications part. The thing is that Salesforce has really clear path of who you want to become, and this is definitely a big advantage, because you are never lost in the amount of information and the knowledge that you should have, but instead you have always a really clear path. For example, let's take Salesforce developer. Here you will find on this website some certifications that are offered to be passed to each role. Salesforce developer, administrator, architect, marketer is a new role, consultant is a new role, and designer is a totally new role. So, but here you can have a look and find out what you want. And basically this is your learning path for becoming Salesforce developer, or probably would be easier to show an administrator, because from administrator everything starts. You should be able to so normally administrators are passing this certificate, administrator, then advanced administrator pass also this one. And platform app builder is really recommended for everyone, because it's number 0 certificate for the Salesforce, just how the platform works. And then you can go to the Salesforce developer list of credentials and choose here. I would say, you see platform app builder is listed again. And here you can see the platform app developer, platform developer 2, but this would be kind of later for the advanced, for the senior level, and also various developers in here. And also what is relevant, probably Salesforce consultant, because normally you're working with some clouds, starting with Sales and Service Cloud, and you can also find here like certificates per each cloud, like Sales Cloud consultant, Service Cloud consultant, and so on to plenty of clouds. Yeah, but I will not, I'm probably already, put in a lot of information on you, yeah? But the thing is that generally you have a full overview, yeah? You can also, if we switch to Salesforce Developer and open this, what is Salesforce Developer, yeah? You can also switch to this, link on this page, and here would be described what is your what you like to do, what you like to work on, what is might be your salary and number of jobs, so as I said, and like the amount of all the skills, like again how much communication would be there and so on. But that's really some general and so the technical stuff. But the idea is that you can clearly go within this path. If you have some ambitious goals, you can not wait for some mysterious, 10 years to pass so you become senior architect, senior developer, You can just do your path quite quickly with the speed that you want, and in 3 years you can say, okay, I'm a senior now, and I want more, and so on. So you can communicate to your employer, or you can just consider yourself, you always can know on which level you are. And this is a big advantage. And I haven't, that's all from my plan about the video. I haven't really told any disadvantages, but let me think of it right now. What could be disadvantage? Okay, I do understand that for some people, some really technical geeks, the topic of business might be not that interesting. For example, my husband is working with data science and machine learning, and I was trying to involve him into Salesforce, but it didn't succeed because just that guy likes math and all this, algorithm like mathematics, and if you feel like you are that deep into science and programming, but not programming, but more like math, then it might be not that interesting for you. So you should have a little bit lower expectations from this truly scientific part in Salesforce, because really everything will be already kind of implemented. But also, there would be some challenges like the coding. That's true. There can be some algorithmic challenges. Can be, and most there would be some integrations challenges, and all the rest is just knowledge of Salesforce and just giving big overview of what Salesforce is capable of and not capable of to the clients. So I hope you are not bored, and that's basically everything what I wanted to share with you, and I hope you will do the right decision for you and will go through this information again through these websites and then career paths, and wishing you all the luck in your starting career in Salesforce. See you.